Hello, and welcome to this Miklix video where I'm going to show you how to defeat the boss called Putrid Tree Spirit in the War-Dead Catacombs in Elden Ring. As you probably know, bosses in Elden Ring are divided into 3 tiers. From lowest to highest, field bosses, greater enemy bosses, and finally demigods and legends. Putrid Tree Spirit is in the lowest tier, field bosses, and is the end boss of the dungeon called War-Dead Catacombs, which is located in Caelid in Elden Ring. Like most lesser bosses in the game, this one is optional in the sense that you do not need to defeat it in order to advance the main story. This boss fight was a bit strange, because the dungeon leading up to it felt quite difficult and high level, but the boss itself was probably the easiest I've had on a tree spirit so far in the game. Maybe it's just those spirit-like soldiers and knights that I find more difficult than they really are. Considering that you're unlikely to discover and make your way to this dungeon until after you have defeated Star Scourge Radon, I think it's fitting that it's a fairly high difficulty though. I did summon Black Knife Tish right at the start of the fight, because I fully expected this to be a very high level and difficult tree spirit, but the fight felt quite easy, so I probably didn't need to. But then again, sparing my own tender flesh just some of the beating from an angry boss is always nice and reminds me who the main character really is. As usual with these tree spirit type annoyances, be extra careful when it starts to glow, as it will soon explode and cause huge area of effect damage. And when it zooms around the place, just keep your distance and wait until it's done. Having a summon spirit to take some of the heat off you is really a huge help and makes the encounter feel a lot less chaotic, so consider that if you're struggling. If you considered those great bow wielding knights in the dungeon before the boss to be hugely annoying, you will be happy to find out that the loot from this boss is the ashes of one of them by the name of Oga, so going forward you will be able to summon your very own highly annoying great bow wielding knight to get on the nerves of bosses. I haven't tested him out in combat myself yet, but to be honest, I doubt he'll get on the nerves of bosses as much as Tish already does though. But it's always nice to have options, of course. And now for the usual boring details about my character. I play as a mostly dexterity build. My melee weapon is the Guardian Swordspear with keen affinity and Glintblade Phalanx Ash of War. My ranged weapons are the Longbow and the Shortbow. My shield is the Great Turtle Shell, which I mostly wear for the stamina recovery. I was level 127 when this video was recorded. Compared to previous tree spirits I have faced, this one felt somewhat on the easy side of things, so I'm probably slightly over-leveled at this point. I'm always looking for the sweet spot where it's not mind-numbing easy mode, but also not so difficult that I will be stuck on the same boss for hours. Anyway, this is the end of this Putrid Tree Spirit video. Thanks for watching. Check out the YouTube channel or Miklix.com for more videos. You could even consider being completely awesome by liking and subscribing. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming!